1903. This episode of Travel Guide seeks to unravel this very rich history of this state that has formed the basis for tourism in Nigeria. A state rich in history in the northwest of Nigeria, the home of the first premier of northern Nigeria, Alhaji Ahmadu Bello, and first executive president of Nigeria, Alhaji Shehu Usman Shagari. Sokoto State is also the abode of over 1.4 million other Hausa and Fulani-speaking Nigerians. The story of the creation of today's Sokoto has a lot to do with the jihad movement led by Shehu Usman Danfodio from 1804, although the story began a lot earlier during the existence of pre-jihad kingdoms such as Kabi, Gobir, and Zamfara. With the defeat of the Caliphate by British colonialists in 1903, Sokoto province was created, and the story goes on until Sokoto State was birthed in 1996. In telling the story that covers centuries, the Jihad War plays a major role, especially in today's Sokoto city, as proven by the state's 8 city gates. Today, the gates have been renovated, changing the mud and stone look they had during the jihad period. And they are good historic references for the people of the state. The gates are identified with different names.
Some of the city gateways were named after the warriors at that time. For example, Ofar Ali Jedo was named after the war commander because he was stationed at that gate during the wars. So also Ofar Atiku was also named after the second sultan because at that time when he was a prince, he was also a warrior. So he was stationed at that gate. Some of the city gateways were named after the common trees or plantations that were common at that place. For example, Ofar Rini was named after a tree that was common in that place. So also Ofar Kade was a fruit, a tree bearing a fruit, was also named after that because of the common availability of that berry tree at that location at the time when the gate was being constructed.
These gates make good place for businesses of all kinds. And young girls in traditional body paintings are free to go and come as they wish. Whether it's a deliberate plan towards afforestation or the love for nature, the capital of Sokoto State is dotted with a lot of greens, from trees by the wayside to farms along the road and beautifying plants in individual compounds. Apart from the greens, the roads of Sokoto City can wear different faces. In the mornings, traffic gives way to cattle as they head with little or no guidance to riverine parts for grazing. In the evenings, at about 4, the scenario is repeated as they head home. Interestingly, the cows are in batches, each belonging to different individuals. Still on the road, another type of story. In many parts of Nigeria, local laundry has a different picture from this. In Sokoto, it involves spreading clothes along major roads to dry. These clothes have not just been washed, they've been dyed.
When you bring your clothes that are white and you want them dyed with